Y'all, what if I told you that the heart of yoga is to reconnect you with your true liberated essence, not to perfect any poses? Hi, I'm Queen from Sacred Spaces Yoga, and this is Sutra Spotlight, where I walk us through the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. So, a big part of understanding the heart of yoga comes from studying these sutras. So, Queen, what are the sutras? I hear your questions, I have answers. The Yoga Sutras are a collection of ancient teachings. They were systematized and compiled over 2,000 years ago by a sage named Patanjali. They are considered one of the fundamental texts of classical yoga. So the word sutra itself means thread. So instead of these long chapters, the sutras are short, concentrated statements, almost like bullet points, but each one carries so much meaning. They're meant to be studied slowly, over time, and in community. Side note, come here. I believe that the Bible should also be studied over time and in community. That's a different video for a different day. Let's get back to the sutras. One misconception that many people have about yoga is that it's mostly about the physical postures, but out of the 196 sutras, only one of them mention the physical poses that we practice on the mat. The rest of the sutras focus on principles of the mind, of the breath, of our habits and conditioning, and the process of experiencing the peace that we are all longing for. And as someone who identifies as a follower of Christ, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali have played an integral part in supporting my faith, not replacing it. These sutras have helped me understand my mental, emotional, and spiritual patterns because at the core, both yoga philosophies, such as the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali and the teachings of Christ, point me back to the same truth. And that truth is that beneath all of the thoughts, the expectations, the emotional weight that we carry, there is a steady self that remains untouched. They both remind me that I am a child of God, made in the image of God, and I am rooted in love. The Yoga Sutras don't give us answers, but it gives us a framework to help us reconnect with that deeper part of ourselves. Not by forcing the mind to be silent. That's not what yoga is about. But it's about understanding our patterns and learning how to gently bring ourselves back to wholeness. That is the yoga, and that is what we will be exploring in our Sutra Spotlight. I hope to see you in the next video.